Okay, so this video, I'm just gonna try to make things very clear so you guys can kind of understand what's going on here, because a lot of videos I've put out just kind of shows you, what I've created here. But what it is basically this, the Black Bandit box. What this does basically is it allows you to run your bike with an electronic ignition, which is basically the CDI. And the greatest thing about this circuit is that you can adjust the timing versus having to play with a rocket key inside of this cap here, cutting away metal and playing with all that nonsense, or even when you're getting into adjusting the jug that sits up here, the cylinder, right? So even if you adjust that, or you start messing with the intake, the port timing, and start doing, cutting and opening up your ports and stuff, you're going to have to adjust your timing. And that's why, for me, I thought about building something like this. And this bike, it has over 500 kilometers on it. The GPS puck has failed, so it actually has more than that, because I rode it last summer and it already had 500 kilometers on it the year before. So I rode it basically another year, and I probably put, I would say, my average on this bike is somewhere around 150 to 200K over the summer. So getting back to this same circuit is basically what's on the Black Bandit bike. It's on this bike. All I've done basically between this circuit that I have here on my floor and on the bike is there's switches to control the battery from the rear. So I've built obviously a circuit, and you can see there's some wiring that runs along the bike there and goes up into my dash there, and obviously for my controls. But this bike has this exact setup on it, and I've done rigorous testing for the box, and it works well. So I like to build things with quality, and that's just what I do. I enjoy the hobby, and I've really tried to add to it, in which I think I've done, so that the audience and people that like yourself that are into this kind of thing, we all like to go fast. Some of us just have that need for speed, and I'm one of those guys. And even before my big teardown here, I've got a video with, let me get this here, the cylinder. I bought the dial read kit, and this adapter plate, it's basically just a hole. So one of my videos that I put up there, it just has a hole in the middle, and you got all of this intake here trying to flow through this little hole. So what I've done was I ported this manifold in, and it's done in one of my videos, as I've shown. If you just go through them, you'll see I did some porting to this to match this with the intake, how it joins into the manifold itself. But that's a whole nother thing. I'm just kind of messing around, and I did in one of my videos I showed where I ported the exhaust as well. So this thing is supposed to flow very well. I didn't even touch the intakes, or the transfers. I didn't even touch them yet. I just want to see what it's going to do like this for now, and I can obviously go more or do whatever I want. But moving up to the bike, because this is not about that, it's about the setup. So over here you can see there's the coil, and coming up to the front here, this is my dash. The screen is on. You'll see it says error. That's because the puck has failed and it's not working, so I do have to get another one. But that green light right there basically indicates that the circuit is on. I turn the power on from the back there where I have the battery. But right up here, if you were to take a look, if I just back the camera out and I hit this switch, I turn that switch on, that turns on the CDI. So now the CDI is live. So if I was to obviously, when I'm going to run this thing, I would turn that on, and I fired the thing up, and it fires up every time. Never have a problem starting this thing. And that's your kill switch. At the back, once again, there's the Black Bandit box. I've got its, I got a little just got a little makeshift plate here or something. There's the puck that's failed for the GPS. So this bike definitely has more K than it had 500. I think I've stated that, but it had 500 on it, and I rode it for another year, and so I don't even know what went on it because I didn't even know how much K I put on it. But down here, there's the two batteries. There's two batteries there. They're 7 amp hour each. And there's two more here, underneath here. Right here, there's my CDI. And obviously I showed you the tack gauge right up here. So the same circuit that I have and that I've showed you right there that's on my floor, it's on this bike. In some of my previous videos, you will actually see I did videos where I connected this exact circuit that's right here onto a pocket bike. The pocket bike ran even better. I added a boost bottle. I did a whole bunch of stuff. There's quite a few videos that I've put on there, but I used this whole circuit on the pocket bike, and I also did it with an Echo chainsaw, for the guys that are into scooters. Those the 40cc scooters, you can put this circuit on there, and I guarantee you add this circuit to that, it's going to be even faster than what you have with just the basic magneto, because you can tune your timing extremely well with this CDI. I'm going to put out, after I get this thing together, I'll probably ride it this year just with this basic circuit again, but over the fall I'm going to pick up the digital CDI for this thing, and it's got basically a bunch of settings, pre-map settings, but I'm gonna, this is what we do. We buy new things, different things, and mess around. It's a hobby, right? So the idea is just to enhance these systems and obviously make them better. But the next time I get this thing out, believe me, you guys will get to see the difference of how this thing is gonna ride. And I can't complain. It was doing, it would do 60, between 60 and 65. If I had a lot of headwind, yeah, I'd be getting around, 65. It was harder to get up to 70, but I think with combination of what I've done with the port work I've done on this cylinder here and the Black Bandit setup, we can definitely achieve those higher speeds. So yeah, just a basic rundown once again. Your tack, CDI, Black Bandit box, and your ignition coil. These two wires, one ground goes to the motor, the red goes to the magneto signal. Over here, these are your connections to your battery. That's it. If you're interested, I will have a schematic to show you how to wire this basic system up. And like I said, this is not a novice build, but it can be done if you can follow instructions really well. I will leave it like that. So anyway, stay tuned for some more videos as I continue to rebuild this thing. And yeah, what's going on there before I end this video? These studs that come with the motor, they're absolute trash. You put a little bit of torque on them, and that's it. They strip. So what I have coming is stainless steel, and I'm going to run stainless steel. This motor put together the way I had it before, it was running at 140 psi. I was running 100 octane, and it pulled real hard. So yeah, just stay tuned. And I got lots of videos up. Do you want to check it out? You want to send me messages? that's fine. I'm always open for comments and things that can help. And if I'm off, let me know I'm off. And we'll just try to correct things and get better. So anyway, this is a Black Bandit video. Stay tuned. I'm out.